Shalom, I give first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rafah, Kudash. I'd like to give the honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that's teaching this word in true faith and sincerity. And today I just want to tie this lesson, how fitting is the famine. Knowing that this place, America, is the most obese country in the world. And now pretty much everything is geared towards eating, pleasing the flesh. To where, even though there's a restaurant on every block, yet it can come straight to your doorstep, by the way of an app. With the tip of your finger, everything is literally at your hand. So how fitting that judgment of the famine to come upon this place. You got a show cost, my 600-pound life. But you see the judgment of Yahweh Shai now coming upon this place. Babylon the Great. So I got a few articles. Pretty much the title itself a few of them kind of tells it all. But this is from Celeb.com, and it reads, Costco customers should check their fridge and throw away these eggs immediately. So, eggs, a lot of base, there be a lot of bacon, breakfast. These certain things, especially these Americans, you waiting on you had them eggs for some brownies, you was feeling, you know what I mean? You know how these Americans are. And that was one of the things they was crying out about. Even though the prices was high concerning the eggs, but that's when they mentioned them, bringing in Trump and saying the price of eggs is going to go down. Well, as you can see now, this is a decree. Pretty much throw away these eggs immediately. It says Costco is urging shoppers to throw away or return eggs recalled for potential organism contamination. The recall items involve Kirkland Signature organic pasture-raised eggs, 24 count, sold between the 22nd November and the 27th. The eggs are manufactured by House of Brook Farms. So you said these recalls, and this is not the only one. And as you can see, the organic pasture-raised. So this is, these different eggs went through a different process. These are brown eggs. If you is trying to go there and, consider what you eat, you get brown eggs. But these have been contaminated, and it shouldn't have to say organic pasture. This just show you that this is. We're getting closer to the end still. So let me get the rest of these articles. Like I said, the title kind of tells it all. We're going to get the scripture. So this is fastcompany.com. It reads, vegetable recall in some states. Toss these carrots and broccoli sold at Walmart and other stores over deadly E. coli risk. See? So these different vegetables from Walmart, as you can see, it's a decree to throw these things out. And really, this is a decree from the heavens. The Lord actually commanded this, and now we're seeing it play out. Let me get the next article. The next article, for foodandwine.com, it reads, check your fridge. Cucumbers recalled in 26 states over salmonella concerns with 68 people falling ill. See, and so as you can see, even like you've seen other recalls where you have chips and certain snacks, as you call it, will be called back. You'll have nuggets and shit. But now as you can see the so-called things that can be perceived as healthy, and you talking about vegetables, carrots and cucumbers. Why is that? How is that getting tainted? The brown eggs, how? It's being recalled. It's being called. They telling you to toss it out. It's really the Lord. So matter of fact, let's start off with this in the book of Ezekiel 5. Ezekiel 5 and verse 16. It reads, "When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction." See? And this right here, this show you that it's not going to die down. See, this famine is set up in an effort to bring forth destruction, man. It's going to break these people down. It's not you finna learn a lesson. Somehow America's going to repent. The people, no, this is an effort for the overthrow of the people, man. It says, "In which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff for bread." See, it says the Lord will increase the famine. So you're seeing these different recalls. It's not like you can just food just pop up, man. It's a process with it. It's how this devil and how he has set up this system, that mass production, using lab grown meats and different chemicals, splashing things together. Now it's backfired, man. The Lord is causing, these different things to get tainted, and for you just got to throw everything out. He had Bill Gates to buy all his farmland, just to say, what, get rid of the cattle, dump the dairy. That's how Hashem outside putting the spirit on them to do that, man. For this to actually come to life. So this is what we're saying, that famine increasing. Let's get this in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter, in verse 50. It reads, "For many great miseries shall be done to them in the latter times shall dwell in the world." See? And what are the great miseries? The things that's going to bring forth misery. You will have the different evils such as war, the pestilence, but that lack of food, man, that's gonna be a great plague. The Lord is Yahweh Shemashai sending upon America, which is Babylon the Great, and it's medicine. Is that medicine for pride? If you want to combat pride, get hungry and see how humble you get, because you can't play at all. Let's just say somebody asks you want something, you deny it. You and your pride say you ain't hungry. Your stomach gonna growl. You can't stop that. Being subject to this flesh. So that's why that famine is going to be a key judgment here in Babylon the Great. That's why that misery is going to be upon them that dwell in this world right here, the world of Edom. Why? It says because they have walked in great pride. See? You can't play it off when you on fire. These are the things the Lord is going to bring on the earth. But especially that famine, that's going to be one of the things that's mentioned. That's going to grasp the minds of the people, matter of fact, and they're going to lose it. Let's see, let's get this one. Yep, this is 2 Ezra chapter 18. It's like chapter 15, verse 18. It reads, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." See how the Lord combating the pride by the way of the trouble. This is how the Lord's gonna combat the pride, the proud, which is Esau, Edom. But that spirit is also upon these people. It talks about that as second evidence. It's like in Sirach, the 10th chapter. As the ruler is, so are the people. So these people are gonna, they are the pride. They pride. They are part of the problem as well. They the proud. So of course they're gonna fall under that, that category of being judged. It said, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation." See? And you have a thing called panic buying. Especially, these people, they get some news kind of heads up, a big storm coming or something to that, they start panic buying. Now somebody lost their life over tissue. Something as simple as that. So when all hell breaks loose, when the stores are ransacked, you ain't gonna be able to go the next day and re-up. Or these people gonna lose it for that lack of bread, man. After you done ate everything you done stole, now you gotta see who else got something. And if they ain't got it, somebody, you been scoping the other person out before all. But that's what they're gonna do, and that right there, cause that doomsday prepper, cause the Lord's gonna set up, really for His men. These doomsday preppers setting these things up for His men. But you're gonna have other instances where people will raid houses. Because they seen a defreeze in the garage that one time. And, they gave them enough to raid, that's family, man. This is what's going to bring this beast out of these people. Let's get this in the book of Revelation, the 18th chapter. Because just going back, this is one of the major plagues the Lord is going to bring, the famine, man. The lack of bread. Yahweh Shai had brought a fitting judgment to this place. America, like I said, you gotta, if you walk outside, trust me, it's a restaurant in arm's reach. If not, they'll come to you. But, by the way, in the app, you got mukbang. finger foods. It's like it's such as negative, these things that's being promoted. Lord gonna cut all that shit off, man. This is Revelation 18. I started verse 7. It says, how much she have glorified herself and live deliciously. And that's America, man. Beginning with the powers that be, and even just the regular people. Literally, everything is at the tip of your finger. An app can give you everything that you need in this world, in a sense. You got a taste, you hungry, it's an app for that. You can buy you a car, you can buy you a house. Order some box. An animal. Whatever can come to mind, it's a site, it's an app for it, man. And that will contribute to the pride of these people. It says, but so much torment and sorrow give us. See, so that's why the Lord's gonna really pull the rug from our place. So used to, just turning on a faucet, never experienced drawing water, air 72 degrees, 73 degrees year round. And first thing that we experience, and the Lord gonna really pull the plug. Then you're gonna have that sea hip to try to give you a hope, sense of comfort, in a sense. How is that we're gonna present it? Plus, you're gonna be hungry. Cause that sea hip and the famine is gonna go hand in hand, man. Hey, that's how that nigga pretty much lost his birthright. He pretty much lost his birthright. He sold his birthright because he was faint of hunger. He didn't want to fast. So that's why he was hungered. He's so hungry he felt like he was gonna pass out. So you don't think that's how he gonna use food? This man is gonna use that famine to try to lure you into giving you the sea hip. I'm gonna read this again. Revelation 18:7 says, "How much she'll glorify herself and live deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow." See? And that's these people, they think this place is going to continue. That's why when you hear America, especially when you hear different topics about America, especially just regular old Babylonians, they'll say we, and yeah, we did, and we need to, including themselves. So they got that same spirit as the powers that be. They had that same spirit. They don't think America's really going to go down. And you see it through their action. Niggas think that the Super Bowl going to continue forever. Despite it could be a World War III. And a nigga say it could be. And expect the damn Super Bowl to still continue though. Like this place won't be touched. It said, therefore shall her plague come in one day, death and mourning and famine. See, the Lord's going to get the attention of the people, man, by the way of these plagues. And as you can see, death and mourning, and that right there, that's just a fraud. You can't just put that in a box. because the Lord got in and everything to bring forth that death, whether the drones and you know the different robots he have, the soldiers, the jabs. Because ultimately, what's the results? Death. In the morning, it says and famine though. See that famine? That's one of the major plays the Lord's going to bring upon this place. This is going to humble Babylon the Great, because that famine is going to be an actual famine of bread and water, and even a famine of answers. So you're going to be in faint physically and mentally. It talks about that they that perish by the sword are better than they that perish by the famine. Because you're going to be stricken in the mind for the want of the fruits of the field, man. You know? So that famine is you could say one of the favorite players the Lord likes to sing. Man. It says, he shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power, Yahweh Shema Shai, who judges her. And yeah, that's the icing on the cake, World War III. As well as the fire from the chariots. That's the summing up of Babylon's judgment. You know. But one of the big parts of it is that famine, man. You got a Pizza Hut, Red Lobster, DoorDash, you know, these certain things, curbside pickup, you know, all this. The Lord's going to combat that, man, to where it's nothing. People going to be eating humans, cannibalism, and especially the diet of these Americans. It won't be long to where they got to feed them worms, man. But yeah, I just hope you edifying. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kudash. Give honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone. Shalom to the elect, the teaching word, now true faith and sincerity. Shalom.